everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I am Whitney, and happy Friday. We are 2 days before Christmas. Very busy around here. But before we get into things, it is Friday, which means it is Feature Friday for Love Notions, and today's Feature Friday pattern is the Tranquil pajama set. Love this one. I've only made the nightgown of this set, but I have made it a lot of times. I made matching nightgowns for myself, my daughter, my sister, her daughter, and my mother a couple Christmases ago. I've made it for my daughter a couple of times. It's just a really cute, easy nightgown to make with some fun details, and then it also comes with the top and the pants. Great bang for your buck because you can get a whole bunch of really cozy garments in. So if you're doing maybe now we're this close to Christmas, you're not doing holiday pajamas so much, but even as we go into, the rest of the months, it's a great loungewear pattern. Highly recommend it, and it's $5 today only. If you use Tomcat10, you can get an additional 10% off that sale price, so definitely go have a look at that pattern. Okay, today I am showing you my Christmas dress. Obviously, we're a couple of days away from Christmas, but I just wanted to come on really quickly and show you my Christmas dress out of my cotton hand-done, hand block printed fabric, cotton fabric from Indonesia, from Indo Batik. It's a batik fabric, just fantastic, lovely quality. I think it pressed well, it sewed up well, and it wears really, really well. So let me talk a little bit about the fabric, about print placement, that kind of thing, and then we'll get into the pattern. So Indo Batik reached out to me a couple of months ago now and wanted to know if I would be interested in trying out some of their fabric. I said yes, because everything is beautiful on their site. I do want to say their fabric comes in pieces that are 2.4 meters long, which someone said to me this is probably because it is traditional sarong fabric, which are, they wrap the fabric around them for the different garments that they wear in Indonesia, which makes complete sense. So one panel, you buy, a panel for the price that is there is for one panel, which is 2.4 meters long, and I think it's about 42 to 44 inches wide. Can't really remember, but it has a beautiful border. All of the prints have a beautiful border on one end, and it's just lovely to work with. So they sent me 2 panels in order for me to make a dress out of it and to kind of give it a try. I do have a coupon code if you're interested. Tomcat5 will get you 5% off your order, and I think if you spend over $50, it's free shipping. At least that's what it was. And one panel is around $42 to $46, so you can easily, get to that free shipping mark. But again, 2 panels got me almost 5 yards of fabric, which was plenty to make this dress. And I was even, being strategic in the way I was laying things out, which was a little difficult because technically the skirt of this dress needs 54-inch wide fabric, and I was obviously using narrower fabric. So made it work. Love how it turned out. This is all hand-done batik fabric from Indonesia, and they don't have like a ton of prints, which I think is it's a little more curated. But the stuff that they've got is absolutely breathtaking. I had a hard time picking which ones I wanted them to send me, but this totally spoke to me, and it is completely in my winter capsule colors. Love it. Okay. I did have to get creative. So the pattern on the fabric does have like diagonal stripes that go across it, which is why that's on here. I wasn't able to match up my side seams because of the width of the fabric, but I'm very pleased with just how everything turned out. That really doesn't bother me. I mean, this is a wrap dress, and I love the way that this pattern feels like it was meant for this type of fabric. I feel very cinched in at the waist. I feel like the upper body and the bottom half of my body are balanced well, that make me look more cinched in at the waist because my waist is in fact not cinched. But the way the proportions of this dress play out and in this fabric just works out really, really well. So I use the Elodie by Closet Core Patterns. I've made this pattern before, and I made it in a viscose, was it a 12? I don't think it was a 12. It was a viscose / rayon fabric though, so it has a little bit more drape. I made it from our family photos a couple years ago. Love the way it looks on me. Was very pleased with the fabric. I did do kind of a full bust adjustment on it. I added length just to center front basically so that it would wrap around my bust and hit me at my waist where it was supposed to hit, and that worked out well. I have shortened the skirt by 2 inches. I did the midi length on this one, and I did the longer sleeve length. So this dress comes with a shorter sleeve and a longer one. I did do the longer sleeve length. Obviously because I'm making this for winter. This goes together really quickly though. I did omit the front patch pockets only because I felt like it was getting a little bit too busy and I don't use those anyway, so I just left those off. The only change I made to the pattern was the pattern, it gets a little fussy the way it wants you to finish off the opening. So this is a true wrap dress. So the opening for the one tie to pass through, it gets a little fiddly how it wants you to finish that off. It's a beautiful finish. It's the way I finished off my other dress. But I honestly, when I'm making wrap dresses, period, I close up the side seam completely and then just do a buttonhole, or an enforced buttonhole. So that's what I did on this one. One area of the outside waistband pieces are interfaced, so I knew that it would be nice and reinforced, and so I just did a really nice buttonhole right behind the side seam on the waistband, which is right where you would be making that pass through anyway, and it was just much easier, a lot less fiddly. This dress went together in no time at all. I did opt for the border of the print to be on the sleeve. And I also I couldn't get it on the bottom of the skirt, but the bottom of the skirt's also curved, so that wouldn't have worked anyway for this pattern. But I also have the waistband is also in the red, which I couldn't get the ties also in the red. I was kind of hoping that it would show off a little bit better, but the waistband is red, which I thought is kind of nice and broke things up a little bit. So maybe you can kind of get a peek out of that around the ties. I also, as I do with all of my wrap dresses, sewed in a little clear snap here to keep that wrap fastened. Now the photos that you're seeing of me, the footage, I had not done that yet, and but it was like the only time I could get my photographer to come out and take pictures for me, and as I was putting it on I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't put my snap in, and I can tell a big difference. That would have driven me crazy to wear that throughout the day without that. That makes such a big difference. So I don't fiddle with my wrap dresses at all. When I just have that nice secure little snap, it makes sure everything's straight on me, number one, so that your wrap isn't like traveling to one side of your body. Everything stays nice and straight on the body, and then it keeps things from gaping. So I'm not worried about it, you know, falling open and exposing myself. So I highly recommend just clear snaps. I just put it right where that crossover is. And again, I did not have that for the footage you're seeing. It is now there because I will be wearing this on Christmas, and I want that to be able, you know, I'm going to be down, you know, wrapping, you know, picking up wrapping paper and, you know, unwrapping my own gifts and working with the food and doing all, so I'll be doing a lot of moving on Christmas, and I don't want to be messing, you know, with my bra. The other thing, I opted not to hem my sleeves because I used the selvage of the fabric. I just left it as is and just tucked in, you know, I serged, but then just tucked in my serged edges once I'd finished off my seam allowances. And I think that works out really, really well and gives a nice little finish to the edge of the sleeve, which is really, really fun. This is all in my color palette with the exception of the black, but I think the black's just kind of nice and grounding. And I am using black as an accent in my winter capsule, so it all worked out really, really well. I think that's it. Again, wrap dress. For any kind of a holiday, it's wonderful because you can adjust your waistband. You know, it doesn't have to be super tight. So it's not like a zip up the back dress where once you're in, you're in. You can kind of adjust a wrap dress, which makes it perfect for any kind of holiday where you're going to be eating a lot of food. Big fan of that. Still look put together, still look lovely. I'm just very happy with how this turned out because it feels like this fabric was meant to go with this dress. And I'm loving this dress in the cotton. I think that it gives it a little bit more drama. You know, it has more structure, so it stands away from the body just a little bit. But I think on this silhouette on me, it helps to balance my upper and lower body, which I am not imbalanced naturally. I am broader because of my bust on my upper body than I am on my lower. So it helps to give me an hourglass illusion by dramatizing the bottom and the upper half equally. So I'm very pleased with how this turned out. I feel great in it, and I think it's going to be wonderful for the holiday season. Okay, guys, that is all I have for today. Sorry, it's kind of a, I don't know how long this video was. It's a short video. Shorter video, but we're all busy right now, right? So I wanted to send you something that was a little bit easier for you guys to watch and catch up on. I will be back on Sunday for the end of Vlogmas. It'll be my last week of Vlogmas up on Sunday, not Saturday, on Sunday. And then I will have videos going up next week as well. Just no Vlogmas. Mostly because the week between Christmas and New Year's, I am just going to be with family. So nothing to vlog about during that time, but I will have a little video up on Sunday. We will be doing the Parker Ponte pants sew along later in January. That'll be coming up. So let me get back from the new year and get all organized, and that sew along will be up here soon as well. Okay guys, that is all I have for you. If you're still sewing for your holiday gifts, I totally get it. But make sure you take time for yourself as well. This can be a very busy time, and I hope that you have a nice relaxing week between, you know, next week I feels like it's a very almost a dead week. A lot of, you don't know what day it is kind of type thing. So hopefully you're able to get some relaxing in next week as well. All right. That is all I've got for you guys today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again on Sunday for the last of my Vlogmas. And if you celebrate, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, although I think Hanukkah's wrapping up, or has wrapped up. It started, when did it start? The 17th or the 18th, I think, this year, but I hope you had a wonderful Hanukkah. Happy New Year, and I will see you guys again on Sunday. Bye.